Okay, so I'm back with part two. I have a different pen. Let's see if this one helps a little bit. We left off where we had dropped our -3, 4 and our variable b down for the second level. And that looks a little bit like a 6. So if I can make it look as cursive as possible, that helps. And that eliminates this for now. So I'm stuck with this -5. So I'm going to do the opposite of adding 5. Switching pens did not help, but 6 plus 5 is 11. That's true. So now, remember what I said. You can do this two different ways. You can multiply this by 4/3, -4/3 on both sides, or you can do what my kids prefer, multiply by 4 first, and just bring down -3b, multiply by 4 over here and get 44. Then divide by -3 on both sides. That gives you b equals negative, let's see, that would go once, be 14 and 2/3. So b equals -14 and 2/3. So I certainly hope everything works out good. Let me tell you, as a teacher, it's completely possible that I can make mistakes and later I'll go back and be like, oh, and I didn't have anybody to catch me when I did that. I just did it quick in my head. It's a lot of pressure. All right, let's look here. This is nice. This will be easy. The only thing that's really different about this question is that when we draw the line down the equal sign in our total line, when we box in the expression with the variable, it's on the right-hand side. That's it, guys. And decimals are not a problem because you get to use a calculator. So I'm going to bring down my variable y and its multiply or divide partner of 1.5. This says -1.5, so I'm going to add 1.5 to both sides. What you do on one side, you do on the other. That eliminates. -6 and +1.5. Signs are different, so I'm going to subtract and get 4.5. Ugh, did not bring down my equal signs. There we go. I get 4.5, but I have more negatives than positives, so it's -4.5. So then I'm trying to get y by itself. So I'm going to divide by 1.5. This is being multiplied, so I'll divide. And -4.5 divided by 1.5 is a -3. That one was really pretty simple. Let's look at this one. Draw the line down the equal sign and the total line. Okay, normally I would box everything in here, but it's really not a two-step equation. Well, it is. I'm not sure that boxing that in works for me because I have -4/3 times this, and I know the first thing that I need to do is divide by -4/3. I can't put that off until later. So remember what happens when you divide by a fraction? Yep, that's right. You're really multiplying by the reciprocal. So in order to divide by 4/3, I'm actually going to multiply by 3/4, -3/4. That gets rid of this. So only thing I'm bringing down is a plus 6. Okay, so I have, if I multiply by 3/4 here, I'm multiplying by 3/4 on this side and bringing down my -2. I don't know why I put the dot there. So -2 times 3/4, bring down my equal sign. Okay, this is like over 1. So this is like, oh, I'm going to cross reduce as well. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. -1 times 3 is -3, and 1 times 2 is 2. Looking at this, I'm going to keep my line going here. Okay, I'm going to multiply by 2 on this side. Ka-ching! Just have my -3 there. So I'm going to multiply times 2 here. Yeah, I'm wasting your time here. So I can tell you to do different. Let's go ahead and distribute this. That means this 2 is going to go to both of these terms. So 2 times A is 2A. 2 times 6 is 12. Don't think I saved any time doing it this way. Ugh, I bet you I will end up doing this video over again. So let's talk about a different way to do this that's easier. A lot of ways I can do this. And I want you to know, I'm going to go ahead and bring this down to bring down my equal sign. I think I'm going to distribute this A. So this term needs to be multiplied to both terms. So negative 4/3 A is negative 4/3 A. And then negative 4/3 times 6. So if I put 4/3 times 6, I end up with 8. So I end up with negative 4/3 A plus, and then a negative times negative 4/3 times 6 equals a negative 8. And so plus a negative is the same thing as minus 8. This is an ugly problem. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides. This would be 6. This would be negative 4/3 A. And I'm going to have to say, I'm going to multiply by 3 and get 18 equals negative 4A divided by negative 4. A equals negative 4 1/2. I'm thinking in my head, if that was reduced to 9/2, right, negative 9/2, that would be, yeah, 4 1/2. All right, that was hairy and either needs to be changed or is too hard for 7th grade math. I'll think about it.